Hello. Quite often I get questions about my setup, so I thought I would finally do another video and talk about just that. It took me so long to do this video because, well, I considered this version 2.0 and, well, I want to show you guys version 3.0. This is the new setup. So I have a long list of things to show you guys. Here's that list. I'm Dad. Hopefully I don't waste your time. Today's video is sponsored by all of you that left really nice comments, sent me messages, and motivated to keep me going doing these YouTube videos. You guys are awesome. I really appreciate it. And comment more, hit the like, subscribe. But if you ever need anything, post a comment or a question, and I will definitely get back to you. I'm going to go through these pretty quick because we've got a lot to go over. I'm going to start from the top row going left to right. And the first thing I have up there hidden in the corner, you can't see it very well, is actually a small electric vacuum. This thing's great for keyboard, desk. You can actually take the attachment from the vacuum side and put it on the other side and it becomes a blower. It's a nice little tool to keep at your desk, although I wish it was a little bit stronger, but for the price, it's great. So we're going to move on. The next item is actually a mini electric screwdriver. This thing is great. You can just barely see it up there in the corner. And I use this for so many things. It's quiet. It does the job, especially when you're working on electronics. It's great. It has a little LED built into the end of it. Charges easily and comes with a nice little stand. And it comes with a ton of little tiny tool attachments. It actually comes with 3 of these, of all different attachments, and a nice little carrying case. So I've used this quite often. After that, some of you may recognize what's next to that. That is the one and only Bean Boozled. If you don't know what Bean Boozled is, check out the link below. It's a fun, disgusting game, and my viewers seem to love it. Next to that, we have the light box. You can see this all over Amazon. There's a lot of different ones. This exact one I could not find again, so I'm linking you to another one that is very similar and low in price. Next to that, we have my PUBG helmet. Now, I'm not linking to that because honestly, I bought that on wish.com. I got lucky that this one is actually a real one that's actually a good size and not. That is on a helmet mounted to the wall. And then if we go beyond that, you can see a blue snowball microphone. That was another one that we had purchased and didn't use much of, but it's fantastic. And I just like having it up on the shelf. Next to that is what's called a Sphero Mini. This is a fun little ball that's actually remote controlled from a smart device. And it's really fun. It's really fast. And originally I had bought it for my daughter, but I don't recommend it for little kids because they like to pick it up, throw it, and this thing just breaks apart constantly. So now it sits up there and is a nice decoration. Next to that, you can see actually an old blue microphone that AKA Granddad handed down to me. And again, now I use it as decoration. And at the end there, what you see is a first generation Echo Show. Now, you can't really get these anymore because there's newer versions. So I'm going to link to you what we upgraded to, which is the Echo 5. And if you want to have one of those at your desk, I highly recommend it. Finally, on the top row, you've seen a few of these already. They are my fake succulent plants. They're cheap. It's a nice little addition to any desk space. So links down below. Next, we're going to go move on to my audio setup. Right in the middle, as you can see, I use a Blue Yeti. This is a great mic. It has a lot of abilities. I think it's a bit overkill and not really necessary for streaming, but it's great for YouTube videos of all different types. It can pick up sounds from different directions. So after that, we're going to move on to actually the shock mount that is just above that. This is the second shock mount I have used. The first one I thought was great until this one showed up. It is a Audiophonics shock mount, and it is all metal, and it's very sleek compared to the last one I had. So anytime someone asks me which one I use and what do I recommend, this is the one I go with. Now, as you can see, the boom is going behind the monitor, and it does not go down to the desk. That is actually because my boom is mounted to the wall. I have purchased a Hale boom wall mount, and it's not exactly meant for a standard boom, but I took mine, which I don't list mine boom in the list of my items because it came with the Blue Yeti and I don't know what brand it is. So anyways, I took the base of that and I actually cut it and then folded it inwards so it could actually fit, and it's been fantastic ever since. After that, I'm going to talk about the foam. And by foam, I mean the acoustic foam in the room. On the sides here, in the back, and it goes all the way around the side there, that is one type. That is the pyramid acoustic foam. Originally, I had the egg crate, but this one, it was a darker color and it just seemed better. I think it just looks better as well. At the top, which you can see here is orangish red color up there. That's actually the original egg crate acoustic foam that I had, and it's great. Just real quick, for any of you that are planning on purchasing acoustic foam or, well, anywhere, make sure it is 2 inches thick or more, because anything under that, it may look good, but it's really not going to work the way you want it to. After that, we have my headset, which is nowhere in this photo. All right, I run the SteelSeries Arctis 7 headset. These are great. I used these originally when I started streaming as my microphone, which slides right out there, as well as my gaming headset. And many people were shocked to hear that I was using a headset mic because it sounded so good. Besides that, it's very comfortable. My head never gets sore from wearing these for too long. They're wireless. They keep a really good charge. They're light. Highly recommended. I've been telling everybody that. Next, we're going to move on to video. We're going to start with the ring light that I have here. That is a 10-inch. Down below, I've also put the 12-inch ring light. Check the prices on them because it may be worth it if the prices are really close to go with the 12-inch. The ring light is mounted to the wall behind all of that with a mount that can be used for both cameras and lighting. I also have a camera that's straight up above me, which I'm not going to show currently, but that is on an arm that can articulate in all different directions, and it can stick out as far as 7 inches from the wall. So if you feel like you want to mount your camera to the wall instead of on top of your monitor, check that one out. After that, the mounts that I have for all 3 of these monitors is Amazon brand. Not much to tell you about those. They work great. They don't fall. The monitors that I'm running here are, on the sides, are both LG 34-inch ultra-wides. The middle is an Acer 27-inch, 1440p, 144 hertz. Great for gaming. Good size. I will say, though, the colors always felt a little bit off, and I had to spend a lot of time going through the settings in it to get it to where I feel it looks as good as the LG's. The cameras that I'm running, I did do a video all about the Logitech C-series cameras and comparing them. I did one about this one as well. This one, as of the 22nd, was running $73. When I purchased it, I think it was around $38. And the Logitech cameras, I'm not sure what's going on. I tried contacting them, but they're all even used at like $200. So look on eBay before you buy any webcam off of Amazon. All right, now I'm going to move on to the desk. First, I'm going to go with the chair. Next, and these chairs are meant ergonomic. Next, I'm going to move on to my desk. And the first thing is the chair, the Herman Miller chair. Arion, I believe it is. These chairs are meant to be ergonomic. They are built for it. They are designed for it. You talk to anyone that's purchased a gaming chair, and it seems like 95% of the time, they don't do the job of keeping you aligned correctly and comfortable. I've never admitted this before, but I use a cushion on my chair for 2 reasons. 1, it's nice and soft. And 2, it actually lifts me up by another inch to 2 inches or so and aligns me nicer with my desk. So that is called the Comfy Life chair cushion. The desktop itself, as you can see here, is actually What the desktop itself is actually custom made by my uncle. IKEA has some nice countertops that you can cut to size. What's holding the desktop up is actually Winsome 5-drawer unit. As of the 23rd, these were $126 for the white ones or $82 for the black ones. You can find the white ones also on IKEA. They're a little bit taller for $79 each plus shipping, the white one. The furniture legs that I purchased are screwed into the top of those, and then the desk sits on top of those furniture legs. Here you can see I've got an iPad stand and an iPhone stand. I use the iPad with Touch Portal to change scenes and other fun stuff during my stream. Now on to the peripherals. The first on the list is the Drivo keyboard. This thing is awesome. I used to run a really large keyboard that had every single button on it, and I thought that was best for gaming, and turns out I just needed a smaller one. So this one has everything you could need, and you can customize the RGB LEDs to any color per key. I've got mine set up so it's white in the middle, and then it kind of fades out to orange and then red on the outside. And on there, we have the Honbei orange keycaps. That came with the WASD, the arrow keys, and the escape key. And they work well with this keyboard. Feels great. On this specific keyboard, I ordered the Cherry MX Silent Reds. And if you have not heard those before, that's probably because that's how quiet they are. They're amazing, very responsive, great for gaming, great for streaming. Recently, I upgraded to a wireless mouse. Yes, I know Dr. Disrespect now runs it. He's not the only reason that I purchased it, but I went with the Rocat wireless gaming mouse. It is heavier than the wired mouse I was using. Battery life is great. Recently they came out with an update that the colors of the LEDs here and here, which are currently green, change colors depending on the battery life. So I don't have to look anywhere else besides here. I know how much battery is left. Before I forget, most of the reviews I read about this mouse is that over time, the texture on it becomes more slick. And then if you get sweaty hands or your hands get hot while playing, it becomes too slick. So I've included these Dragon grip sticker set on here, and I don't have that problem ever. Next, I'm going to move on to my green screen setup. Behind me on this side, which of course you cannot see, is the Elgato green screen that folds up from the floor. I can't say enough about it. It's fantastic. It's a great color, works well. It's nice to be able to close it up and move it out of the way anytime I need to. On this side over here is just a cloth that is actually nailed to our door for the closet. On one side of that cloth, it's a little bit glossy. It kind of reflects lights too much. So if you purchase the same one, make sure you use the side that's more of a matte green, and you won't get the reflections from the light. Next, to light the green screens behind me, I use dual LED ring lights. The ones I use are only 4-inch. And what's nice is the arms that they are on, I can adjust them and make sure that the green screen is lit up evenly all throughout. Now, as of April 23rd, it wasn't available. So down below, you can find a link to that one, but I've also added a link to dual 7-inch ring lights. And there's a lot out there. So look around. I'm sure you can find another one, but I do recommend dual ones for lighting up your green screen from behind or on your side of it, depending on how much room you have. I have many items in here that are connected to my smart home. I have the colored LEDs, I have my ring lights, I have my sign up top, number of other things that are set up so that on my stream schedule, the lights will turn on before I even get in here. So majority of everything at the same time, 5 days a week, will turn on for me before I even get in here. I do that mostly with, besides my Amazon devices, I use TP-Link's smart switches, which you can also get the Amazon Echo smart switches. You can sometimes find these for really cheap. But the smart switches from TP-Link. You can buy a 3-pack for much cheaper than those. And I also use a TP-Link smart power strip. Now, I hadn't seen one of these before, so when I saw it, I was thrilled. I had to get it. I tried it out, and it's fantastic. Check out the link. Go take a look at it. That thing's awesome. Well, that's the stream closet. And if you notice anything that I missed, feel free to comment down below. And if you happen to look down below, you might find some bonus items in there. Thanks for watching. I'm Dad, and hopefully I didn't waste your time.